Hello everybody, and welcome to my garden series 2024. Now I will be talking about soil, making manure tea, amending soil, herbs, flowers, vegetables, and whatever else you want me to talk about. I will take comments. If you put it in the comments, I will take whatever you'd like to ask me, and I will tell you what I think or find the resources. Maggie's not happy with me right now. I sprayed some apple bite on her so she wouldn't chew her paw. She's got a hot spot on it. So anyways, I'm going to tell you a little bit first about what's going on here. If all goes well, my son will be designing me a greenhouse, and it is going to be a growing greenhouse for inside. Now, I'm not quite sure what the dimensions is. I know I'd like to have it at least 18 feet long. I am downsizing my vegetables, and on the outside where my huge vegetable gardens, herbs, where everything was, I am going to be putting flowers. Inside is mainly going to be growing for green beans, a little bit of peas, a little bit of squash, tomatoes, peppers. For peppers, I think I like to have some jalapenos. I like to have, I can't think of the name of the pepper right now. I like to have a few ghost peppers. Poblanos, that's what I like. I like to have some poblanos because I like to cook with those. Let's see, jalapenos, ghost peppers, jalapenos. I'd like to have new ace peppers. I'd like to have, let me see what else I'd like to have. That's about it, I think. Maybe a few onions. I'm going to have raised beds inside the greenhouse because, as you all know, and those that don't know, I do have new followers. I did have a head injury. And I also have what they call cerebrovascular disease of the brain, where my things will be hardening up in my brain, and eventually I will have either Alzheimer's or dementia. So I try to keep positive, and that's why they've taken a long time to figure out why every time I bent over for 5 minutes or so, I felt like I was going to pass out. I wasn't getting enough to my brain. That's how it all got started. It took a very long time to diagnose. It took a lot of tests, blood work, x-rays, CAT scans. So if you notice when I'm doing my videos, I have to pause for a few minutes and I have to think about something. It's because I've either forgotten the word or I need to change up my sentence. But I have learned to write things down because I forget. I'm always forgetting now on what day this video's due, what days that video due. So that's kind of why I'm trying to do my own thing, and if I feel like doing it, that's fine. But I am dedicating Sundays to my gardening. I always used to until garden season started. Then it got a little crazy. So I'm going to go back to doing that. Now I'll do my mix-up Saturdays with open collab. Anybody can join. And mix up Wednesday, my $5 budget meal. And then once a month, the collab that Elmer Ticer and I do on Come Collage with Us. That's right. Those are the 4 main ones that I will always do. So let's get on. I love herbs. I love flowers and I love vegetables. My favorite flower is daisy. I love all herbs. Now, I am going to leave the best book for last, and I've referred to this many times. You can see many times I have used it. Now I'm going to show you some of my herb books. Now I have many herb books, many flower books, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I feel. You can have all the books in the world, but it all comes from trial and error. I have one book that I rely on for everything. Yep, for herbs. When I want a special herb, or if I need a picture or a little bit more information, or I want to make lotion, or I want to make a tincture, then I'll go into my other books. So let's get started. This one here is from Leslie Greenness. This is herbs. You can see I've used that. It's a complete practical garden, growing, using herbs in the garden, around the home, and in the kitchen. I've used that, okay? I have this one, Backyard Medicine. I thought I was going to absolutely love this book. Heard great things about this book. Harvest and make your own herbal remedies. But it's not all cracked up to be what I thought it was. I liked the dandelion. I liked the red clover. You got raspberries and you got tomatoes. But again, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Now, I got this one. It's a garlic book. I thought, oh gosh, when we were growing garlic, I could use this book. Oh, I just thought I needed this book. Yeah, didn't have much in it. Not what I thought it was going to be. Excuse me, I better take a cough drop. I took medicine before I started so I wouldn't cough. Okay, then I got this at the Amish community, Introduction of Growing and Using Culinary and Medicinal Herbs. But you can see I didn't use it that much. Pages aren't even broken in. So you can spend all the money in the world that you want, but you're gonna find that you only have a couple of go-to books that you're going to use. Culinary Herbs and Condiments. Don't use much. This here, Joanne Gardner, Living with Herbs, A Treasure of Useful Plants for the Home and Garden. I've used that. That's still not my go-to book. Beautiful Easy Herbs, How to Get the Most from Your Herbs in Your Garden and Your Home. Used that a couple of times, and I probably did that for pictures. Herbs, look at that. I've got some sage, and I've got over 1.5 feet of snow. My grandson told me today, haul it in through the door, and we have 2 feet in the woods, and he was telling me that there was some sage that was still green. I'm like, what? But it just shows you different things in here. No, it's an old book, probably one of my first ones, not a go-to book. I get upset because I love these covers, but these covers get really like rolled up and ripped over time when you use them. These are herbs through the season at Capperlin's, and it looks beautiful. I used to sell to an herb farmer, and then his wife got cancer, and then they stopped their herb farm, which was really sad, and she passed away. And those that didn't know, we used to have a greenhouse, and we grew pansies, and lots of pansies in the springtime, over 500 pansies, and we had a pretty good sized greenhouse. Yeah, and it was open to the public. We did pretty good, and then we closed it when the oil prices went crazy, crazy. The Encyclopedia Herbs and Herbalism. Beautiful book. Not used much. Here's another one, Herbs and Spices. I believe my sister might have bought this one for me. I don't know. It was marked inside $17, and then it was $8.50. A Guide to Culinary Seasoning. Nope. Didn't use that much either. Some of these has got like a half an inch of dust on them. They were under the TV. An Illustrating Guide to Herbs and then Medicine and Magic. Another one. Used it a few times. What do you bet? I used it for a picture. Oh yeah, I did. Comfrey. Right there. That's all I used it for. Here's another one, Seasonable Herbs, Step by Step, the Herb Garden. Looks beautiful. Nice raised beds. Oh, this one's a signature, a signed signature one. And this was bought in secondhand. It doesn't say the year. Oh, yes, it does, 1992. And I'm not sure where I purchased this from, but it's got beautiful pictures in it. And then, these are about I've got lots and lots of flower books. Well, I had to have them when I had my greenhouse because I had to know soils, and I had to order my plants. We ordered a lot of plugs, which people don't realize. You think, oh, you get this little seed and they grow beautiful in the greenhouses. Sometimes they're using seed, but the majority of the time they're using cuttings or what they call plugs. They get them in a tray of 1,000. They're just itty bitty plugs. This here's A Country Harvest, a guide to herbs, wild plants, delicious recipes, herbal remedies, and beautiful treatments. How much did I use it? Not much. And this is the complete guide from Better Homes and Gardens. How much did I use it? Not that much. But the good thing was, and it just shows you different ways you can set up gardens and stuff. When you purchase from big companies, which I did, I had a truck that used to come and deliver my plugs or my cuttings. You get them by the 1,000. And I always started my greenhouse at the end of February. And at the end of February, when it was Mother's Day, everything was beautiful in there. I don't think I have many pictures. Everything I have was on a camcorder. Is that what you call them years ago, the camcorder? So, sorry. Now, this is my go-to book. This is the revised, the second edition, Basic to Basic, the complete guide of healing, municipal herbs, everything you need to know, explained simple, by Wendy Vincent. And look how many times I've used it over and over and over. This is very simple. I just want to show you for an example. Let me find it. Right here is the useful healing herbs. And I have written stuff like Bee balm, I have. Calendula, I have. Catnip, I have. I'm going to read everything off that I grew. Cayenne, celery, chamomile, chive, comfrey, dandelions, which we have thousands of, dill, feverfew, lemon balm, lemon verbena, licorice, loveridge, marshmallow, mint, mullein, nasturtium, and nettle. Oregano, rosemary, sage, St. John's wort, yarrow. Those are just a few that I currently grow all the time. This is a very basic book. Now, if you want to learn about herbs, I suggest you get this. It's in layman's terms, no big words. Let me just, okay. I'm going to show you this, and you can put a still. And there's no big words in there. I'm just a country girl from the backwoods. It talks about borage, and I'm only going to read one paragraph. Borage is an annual that can grow up to 3 feet tall, but usually grows about 1 to 2 feet. I like borage because it tastes like cucumber. It has a blue star-shaped flower with black anthers, which is part of the flower that holds the pollen on top of the stamen. It has broad, hairy leaves in the veins. The branches can grow out about 3 feet, making a lovely round shape. Bees love to pollinate this plant. Oh, yes, they do. And it comes up every spring all over the garden. It grows well with strawberries and thought to keep pesky insects away. It doesn't say in here it tastes like cucumber, but it does. Now, you didn't find any big words in there, did you? No, because there is none. Again, all the herbs you need to know about in here. You're not going to find no pictures. And then in the back, it will tell you how to make some tinctures, like hearty, heart-friendly pesto sauce, antioxidant fruit muffins with healing cinnamon and honey, herb butter, and it's just got just a few, not a whole lot. But again, I suggest, if you want to learn about herbs, excuse me, this is the book to have. Now, I'm going to end this up because it's getting kind of long for me. I like to keep them no longer than 12 to 13 minutes, my videos. Because when you got to go watch 30 or 40 people a day, it adds up, you know. So you take somebody that's got a 30-minute video and you got 12 of them, your whole day is consumed right there. And when I watch a video, I do a full watch of everybody. So again, if you have something you'd like a question on, please leave it in the comments and I will try to answer it for you. If I can't answer it with what I think, I will research it for you, or I will find it in one of my books. I don't have all my books out. I packed many, many of them away. All I really need is a few of these out. My garden Bible and my country harvest. That's all I need. Maggie's gonna go out. Somebody is going up our drive. So have a great day. God bless. Tell me what you're gonna grow this year and what you would like to know. And if you have something to ask, please do so. Have a great day. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.